Today we're doing a quick video of how to change out your pull cord. As you can see, this one's down low. We want ours all the way up. So first thing we're going to do is take off the engine cover. You have usually 1 to 2 8mm in the front, 2 on the back, and then this specific design, we have the oil filter on the engine cover, so we got to get that out too. So we'll get this off. Oh, those are 10mm, not 8. Okay, got all those bolts out. And then, I don't even know what size those are on the oil dipstick. Let's see. Now this should just pop up. All right, we got the cover off. We just got to take off this one little bolt. This holds the coil in. So let's do that. Okay, that pops out, and we'll save that. And then once you cut the pull cord, this will just pop straight out. Cut the pull cord and took it out. When you take it out, one of two things will happen. Either one, like what happened now, is this spring came uncoiled and you have to recoil it, or two, it'll stay coiled in here. Unlucky for me, mine came out, so I have to show you real quick how to string this up and then put her back in and then put the new wire on, or new cord on. All right, so there's a few ways to go about this. Everyone has their own method, but this is the way I do it. So you see this hook right here? It's gonna hook right here, so just put that in. What you're going to do is you're going to hold that end down and then feed it all the way through with your other hand until you get past the first one. It's going to want to pop out if you let go, so he just wants to pop out. So until you get the first row in, once you get this in, see now it's going to hold in by pressure. So I go around pushing it in and holding it at the same time, and I found this is the quickest way to restring an old one. If you have a new coil you're going to put in, they're a lot easier than this, but this is just how I do a reused one. Just do this all the way till the end, and then you'll be good. Boom. See, now you're all ready. The only thing we're going to change is we've got to flip this hook the other way, because you need both these to latch the same way, or else the latching mechanism won't work. I was able to twist it. This is good enough. You put it in here. Now it holds tension every time I put it on, so we're good. So now you got correctly. You put your little white tabs back in. Pretty straightforward. Only going one way. And you got your little top piece, 8mm. You just can tighten that down. And then you're going to want to tighten this counterclockwise till you can't, but this little knob right here is where the wire is going to come in at, and this hole right here where it comes from the engine cover at. So you're going to line those up once it's all the way tightened up. Okay, now that we're all the way here, you got to look for, so the knob is right here. So, oh, I might be able to get it. No, I can't. That's the closest we can get, which sucks. Or maybe we might be able to do a little bit more. Okay, yeah, so we got it. Okay. Tighten it up a bit more because it slipped. All right. So the sucky things about this type is you generally can't just shove a screwdriver through like the other ones. So sometimes it's best to do just one-handed. You just hold it with one hand. Sometimes you can jam something in the corner and it'll be held on by this corner right here. Oh, that's working right now. So I'm just gonna let that be. Then you want to grab your cord. Sometimes they slip and your whole thing comes undone. But for now, you're gonna grab your corner or your cord. I'm gonna cut off the old end, and then sometimes you can like cut these at an angle to get a better shot at getting in. All right, get those tiny bit wet. Sometimes you can lick it a little bit. Then you get more of a point. And you can tell they're pretty lined up, this hole and that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try feeding it through, outside in, the outside engine cover. through the inside. Sometimes you can shove like cable, like I had a copper wire. I'd shove through there and pull it out the other way. Or attach to that. Or you can use like your old rope, shove it in, tie it off. We have to do tiny tie, like you have a different tie wire. So we can try that. Or I don't have that much wire right here. So what you can do is you can just pull it through that way and pull it all the way out, but this takes a little bit longer to pull. Okay, let's try that. Okay, so you see we're out right there. I got my needle nose. Shoot, those are up on the bench still, aren't they? My needle nose. What you can do is you can grab that and then kind of shove it through until you have enough to grab from the other side and pull. Okay, now that I have that, I'm just going to pull it all the way through because now we need to tie a little knot so it can't come through this way. Okay, so now we're at the end. The best way, the knots that I use are just half hitches. Right. So what you do is you take the rope. This is going to be go over the top like this, and then you take this end and come underneath the here. So take this end up and around, and you just pull. Oh shoot! And now you got a half hitch. Sometimes I just do two, just because I got the extra rope, and mine as well. So just do the same thing. Pull. Okay. Now when that goes, that ain't going anywhere. So now what you want to do is carefully, we'll hold this as tight as you can, relieve the pressure, and then I usually grab this side of the cord too, and slowly let it tension back. It's gonna take a bunch of wire, cable or cord, you want to call this. Just let that go. Sometimes it says it's done, but it's not. But yeah, so that's done. So now what we want to do is we take this and you want to cinch it. Sometimes you can cut it back if it's too long. This one's not. So you take your heat gun and just, yep. You don't want to burn the plastic, but I should have done this when it was out, but whatever. Now we're going to let that cool for a minute. So we're back here. You grab all of our cord, which we have just barely enough. You want to feed it through here, because that's where your pull handle is. You want to grab your pull handle, feed it through your pull handle. All right, so I'll just cut that off. Screw it. All right. Feed it through your pull handle. Then I always use a pair of, I need a needle nose over here. Needle nose. And inside, you can just stick your needle nose in and grab it. And boom, there we go. What you're gonna wanna do is we're gonna have this taut. So pull tight, have a little bit tighter than you want. Then you can cut off some and make your half hitches. So probably right there. So now you can pull some more too for some slack. Just do the same thing, you just do a little half hitch. And pull tight. And that shouldn't be, that's pretty close. That should be enough. We'll see. I'm just gonna cut this and then heat it up with the gun. Let that sit for a few seconds to let it cool down completely. Oh. Okay, well, while we're waiting to see if that works, let's put this back on. So it takes 10 mils. I swapped out that 111 mil for another 10 mil, just because, might as well. Oh, I always start them by hand so you don't strip them. You got your other one right here, and then you got your other one on the other side right here. So just gotta put those on, and then of course your 2 1/4 inches that attach your dipstick tube to it. Okay, got those all back on. Now you can see if this pull cord will stay or not. No, it's not coming off yet, so yep. Well, that's how you do it.